Well, welcome back. We're continuing the theme of bicycles on the show today. So we have two very special guests with us. Joining us in the studio, and this is a repeat performance for you, is Mr. John Korin.
I think it's my fourth time.
Yeah, it's your fourth time, and of course you're with the Bicycle Commission, and you're also with Bike AAA. And also we have a new guest with us. We've got a new friend, and this is Officer Stanley Newborn. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your service and what you're doing around the county.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and we're talking.
We love Bike Patrol.
We love Bike Patrol.
And Bike Patrol
really
loves
love
you.
Bike Patrol, and Bike Patrol loves us, right?
That's right.
We wanted to first get an update on the rider who was injured during the Ride Across America. Can you give us an update on that?
Yeah, the Ride Across America is a 3,064-mile race from Oceanside, California, and it ends right here in Annapolis. And
Which is awesome.
we had an 8-man team which would race in a relay across the country, but they did have a rider who suffered heat stroke pretty seriously. They stopped. He was hospitalized in Las Vegas, but he is doing much, much better. Expected to make a full recovery. So, yeah, very good news for Team SOS, our local 8-man team.
Yeah, well, we're happy to hear he's doing better, and that's a long distance. What would you say is the longest that you've ever ridden?
3,000. Well, I would love to say I rode 3,064 miles, but actually 2 years ago I was on the crew for Bike Like a Girl, the 8-woman team, 8 local women, and I was the crazy van driver. So while it's not my longest ride, I did do 3,064 miles across the country with 4 female cyclists. I was on one of 2 squads of 4.
That's awesome.
But my own biking, probably 120 miles in a day.
Wow.
Oh, nonchalant.
Yeah, just 120 miles.
Right. So speaking of events, John, can you tell us some of the upcoming events that are going to be happening?
Yeah, well, of course, the big one, and I hope you've noticed our shirts, is the Anne Arundel County signature bike event, the Lifeline 100. That will be on October 1st this year, and I've been here 4 times because this will be our 4th year doing it. And we have here shirt 2014 Lifeline, shirt 2015 Lifeline, and shirt 2016 Lifeline. And you have to register if you want to find out what color our 2017 shirts will be.
I'm excited.
Teaser? You're going to give us a little?
Yeah, teaser. If you want to register, go to www.lifeline100, and very, very easy to register. And this is an inclusive event. This is not just for the Lycra crowd that wants to go out and do 100 miles. We have a ride for them. We've got a 65-mile, but we also have 15 and 30-mile trail routes, which are perfect for families, recreational riders, special needs riders this year. We want to bring more and more special needs riders can register for a 2-for-1 fee with their accompanying rider. So come on out. We also have a free bike rodeo,
I like the bike
which
rodeo.
Bike Patrol will provide for kids age 4 through 10.
Have you done a Lifeline 100 yet, Stanley?
I have not. This will be my first year.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Oh, no.
I'm sure I'll be up to the task.
Yes. So, John, you're part of the Bicycle Commission, right? So
I chair the Bicycle Commission. The Anne Arundel County Bicycle Advisory Commission has been, we launched about 1.5 years ago. We meet monthly. We move our meetings around the county, all over the geography of the county. We've been down to Galesville, we've been up to Linthicum, Brooklyn Park, Odenton, City of Annapolis, you name it. And we've got representatives from all over the county, and we have representatives from City of Annapolis County and state. Our mission is to build out a safe, interconnected network of bike routes, both on-road routes, meaning new bike lanes, and also trails. And we are making great progress. In fact, I just posted this morning to the Bike AAA Facebook page. We've got 4 roads in the county that have been marked with bike lane markings just this year.
Wow.
And that's a big deal, and it's a great start. We've got a lot more to do, but yeah, 4 roads have been marked, 1 by the city and 3 by the county.
Very good. And Stanley, you're just getting started with the commission, right?
Correct.
Very good. Well, the county executive's budget has $36 million for bike trail projects. Can you tell us about what those projects will do?
Yes,
Any of these improvements that you're talking about?
There are 3 important trail projects that money will fund. One is the Broadneck Trail. The Broadneck Trail has 1 phase already built near Broadneck High School. It will connect Sandy Point State Park and the B&A Trail, close to Jones Station Road.
That's a good ride.
All trail from the beach at Sandy Point to the B&A. Second is the South Shore Trail. The South Shore Trail one day will connect Annapolis near Anne Arundel Medical Center all the way to Odenton. In Odenton, there'll be a connection from there to the existing WB&A Trail, the Washington B&A Trail, that goes from Odenton down to the Patuxent River, which brings me to Project 3. We have the 6-mile Anne Arundel County WB&A Trail, Odenton to the river. PG County has its own WB&A Trail that's waiting for us on the other side of the river. We just need that hiker-biker bridge, and that's project number 3.
Like
it's
the
in
hiker-biker
design now.
bridge.
Yep. Really important, very, very important regional connection.
Very good. And I know that right now we're having the I Can Bike camp going on. I'd love to hear about, we talked about this on the show last week, some of your experiences so far with the camp. You're both doing it.
Yeah, we were there together, so Stanley, go ahead.
Correct. So I showed up today with my police mountain bike, and the energy from the kids was just amazing. I mean, they like seeing me there. I like being there. And I mean, I remember too specifically Ellie and Elliot. Elliot, he was so excited. He brought over his 2 twin brothers to introduce them to me. And Ellie she was just a very, very polite young lady. And they both were doing pretty good on the bike. Ellie, she was on 2 wheels, and it's her first time, I believe. And she progressed
Yay,
very well.
Ellie!
Yeah.
And Elliot. Awesome. So I'm sure this has been a really rewarding experience for you.
Absolutely. They love the lights on my bike.
So in the fall, the Lifeline 100 is coming up, correct? So how would people sign up for that?
Yeah, so again, go to the website, Lifeline 100, lifeline100.com. You'll find everything you need to know about the ride. You'll find route maps. You'll find photo albums from the first 3 years. Registration you can do online, or there's a mail-in form. So yeah, you'll find everything you need to know
But
at
we've got
Lifeline 100.
another exciting fall event coming up. Talk to me about Bike to School.
So Bike to School, we actually, Bike to School is a national program.
Okay.
And this year, it's part of, it usually happens in May, which is National Bike Month. We had over 1,000 children in Anne Arundel County ride to school on Bike to School Day. I rode alongside County Executive Steve Shue, which I have to tell you, had a backpack with a Curious George lunchbox hooked on the back of
County
it. It was so
executive
cute.
after our own hearts, let me tell you.
So Steve and I rode together with 200 kids to Broadneck Elementary School, first time they've ever done Bike to School Day, with police escort. And so it was a phenomenal event. Stanley rode with some kids at another school. Maybe you want to tell them about that.
Yes, my partner and I, we rode with some kids from one of the elementary schools off of Benfield. I forget the name of it. Shipley's Choice.
Okay.
And they were very, very excited to have us along for the ride. And we look forward to doing it again next year.
Well, that's quite a turnout.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And there's a walk to school day, October 4th, but we like to consider bike or walk to school either in May or in October. So I think we may do maybe a smaller scale, but we may do another one October 4th.
We should do lots of them.
As we build these trails, Bike to School Day will be every day. That Broadneck Trail I mentioned, Sandy Point to the B&A
Yeah.
along College Parkway, when that is built, the kids won't need police escort. Every day can be Bike to School Day.
I'm all about that.
That's outstanding. Yeah, so I know that all of these events are benefiting children all over the county, and Lifeline 100 has some charities, right, that as benefit. Who is it?
We do. The 3 hosts of the Lifeline 100 are Anne Arundel County Police, Anne Arundel County Rec and Parks, and Bike AAA.
All right.
And our 3 nonprofit beneficiaries sort of line up with the host partners. Police, it's the crisis response system that is so important now, especially with the opioid problem in the county. They come in and provide social services to people in distress, working with the police. Rec and Parks has a charity called Recreation Deeds for Special Needs that provides recreation for children and adults with special needs. That's one of the beneficiaries. And then Bike AAA, which is a 501c3, all-volunteer group advocating for more safe places to ride, bike and driver education. We're a beneficiary as well.
And we know that's your baby because you've been involved with that for a long time.
That is my baby. I'll also add that we have two nonprofit partners that are using Lifeline 100 as a fundraising ride. One is Susan Komen Foundation, breast
Great.
cancer
Yeah.
Research, and the other is our own local Rise for Autism,
Yes.
which hosted the bike camp and they will use Lifeline 100 as a fundraising event as well. So we're very happy to have those partners.
This is such a wonderful thing. I mean, you're doing something good for yourself. You're getting that exercise, and you're also helping with benefiting all these other programs. And we love having you guys on here to chat with us about what's going on. Before you go, though, it's summertime. We're seeing increased bike traffic. I would love to cover some safety tips for both riders and drivers.
Absolutely.
Take it away, Stanley.
So for the riders, you want to make sure that you're hydrated. You want to make sure that you're wearing visible clothing. You want to make sure that your bike is equipped with some type of light or reflective gear, preferably a light though, because that'll grab the attention of the drivers a lot better than a reflective light would. The other thing is you want to make sure you're wearing a helmet. And you don't have to wear gloves, but it's preferred or suggested that you do because the skin on your hands doesn't heal like the rest of the skin on your body. So it's best to keep those covered up because when you fall off, the human instinct is to reach out to try and catch yourself. So you want to use those gloves to protect yourself. And the other thing is you want to make sure you're wearing closed-toe shoes so that way in the event of your foot slipping off that pedal, you don't get your foot caught in that crankshaft with the chain, or you don't get caught in between the bar and the back where the rear crank is.
I'm thinking of you kids riding out there to the community pool, especially when you're in flip-flops and your feet are all wet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or Crocs.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to wear anything like that. The other thing is the drivers, they want to make sure that they're giving the cyclists at least 3 feet. So that way we can share the road together safely. And the riders want to make sure that they're abiding by that 3-foot rule as well. And they want to make sure that they're maintaining eye contact with the drivers when they do arrive to intersections. You want to make sure they see you. I'd wave, just to make sure you have their attention. And then you can go ahead and proceed through.
So it sounds like, in short, you see us and we see you.
Correct.
And that's the important thing. I should probably wear my Lifeline 100 2015 shirt if I want to be seen.
You are very
right.
visible.
Visible. Well, thank you both so much for coming on and sharing your afternoon with us. It's always a pleasure having you. And of course, we are so delighted to meet you, Officer Newborn, and thank you for your service to the county.
No problem.
And happy, safe riding out there to everyone. Make sure you get involved with Lifeline 100 or any of the other fantastic bike events that are coming up. Make sure you're biking to school, biking to work. And we're going to keep improving those bikeways in Anne Arundel County, right?
Absolutely right. We're building out the network.
Love it.
That's right.
All right. Well, we'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.